Back again, same shirt, same suspenders, same Lisa Drake painting, my backyard artist, folk artist friend in Florida. So here is what was going on with my world in healthcare. I had an appointment Monday with my new doctor. I had seen him once in January after my doctor before that quit, just up and quit. Left his patient stranded. Southwest Medical, which is where I go, they're scrambling around trying to replace people with doctors and so on and so forth. And I guess that was some sort of a challenge. So I wound up with this guy, Dr. Arslan. When I met him, he was a very nice guy. I mean, a very, 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 very nice guy. And spent a lot of time with me listening to my history per se, and looking forward to my next appointment, which was going to be Monday. Um, so during the 6 months, I sort of ran out of my CPAP supplies, and I use the CPAP, and I can actually sleep with it, but I also have a backup to that as well. And started communicating with Dr. Arslan via the MyChart system. I don't know, MyChart's available to different plans across the country. Here in Las Vegas is available at Southwest Medical. And I would say, can you please help me with my CPAP supplies? The supplier will not speak with me. And this went on February, March, April, May, and June. So finally, I did a blood test to get ready for my appointment with Dr. Arslan on Monday. And I got a call from a medical assistant named Holly, and she's calling to go over my blood test results. And she says, everything's fine. I said, well, thank you, Holly, but I was hoping you were calling about my CPAP supplies. And she went, who? And I said, so let me share the story. So I shared the story. I said, if you can pull up my MyChart, you can see all of my communications and no communication back and no result. And she did, and she says, that is unacceptable. She made a phone call to the supplier. The supplier put together, or Holly put together a three-way call between the three of us. And let's just say I now have my CPAP supplies thanks to Holly. I was thrilled because I was buying them on Amazon, which is not that big of a deal, but I paid for insurance. So whatever, it just was one of those things. And I was okay with it. But I thanked Holly profusely, and now I have a number to call. And it's just me, no questions asked, just call the number, give them your name and your ID, whatever, and off you go, you're done. So I'm anxious to go see Dr. Arslan on Monday. So I have a couple of things I'd like to speak with him about that have been troubling me. So, sort of getting ready with my day. Supposed to have a roofing company come here on Monday morning and get started on replacing this roof, which is done by the homeowners association. So, other than pounding and pounding and sawing, it was they no-showed. So the second thing I needed to do was take my car into a window tinting spot with the group that's going to be they're going to tint my windows here in my house, and they also do cars. So they were going to put a sun strip across my windshield, because when you're driving west on so many streets here in Las Vegas, and that sun comes over that mountain, it bounces off those rocks. For me, is brutal. So I went there, got that done, and I came back home to get ready for my doctor's appointment. I get a phone call. Dr. Arslan called out today. He's not here. Can we reschedule? And I said, well, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed that, but because I have some things that I really need some assistance with from my doctor. So we rescheduled the appointment for July the 17th, and I just sort of asked, like, what's going on, kind of a thing, and like, I know that he's called out before because I'd met a young lady that works there, and she helped me out with another situation where Dr. Arslan was not responding, and she showed me that he had, on the date I spoke with her, he had called out, and they had to reschedule all of his appointments. I'm going, okay. So anyway, I'm sort of steaming a little bit, and I said, can you escalate this up to somebody that might be able to help me? And she says, I'll do what I can. And so then off I go to play some poker over at South Point. And I'm going to stop this video here because I don't want to run too long and bore you to tears. But I think it's important. I know this is a boring subject. It's not a positive subject, which my style is always, every cloud has a silver lining. I was looking for the silver lining in this situation. So I'll end the video. I'll come back quickly with another one to sort of recap this, and we'll move forward because it does have a good outcome.